If you love serenity, if you love beauty, if you love nature's best, then you'll love Blue Lagoon. Yes, one of the country's most beautiful spots is back in business. Well, partly. I'm taking you there, to Blue Lagoon. But in this, the 86th episode of the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast, there's also SSL, Beryllium, and what's happening to that court order and the security guards. And those school rankings, do they mean anything? Please subscribe to this channel. It's easy, and as we all know, it's free. Just press that subscribe button. First, Blue Lagoon. We all can agree that Portland is just naturally beautiful. Take it from any angle and from any vista. It's stunning. But Blue Lagoon is a particular wonder again. Like so much else in Jamaica, that's not under private lock and key. It fell into disorder and free for all. And one of our treasures was, like so much else, turning to mush and a kind of chaka-chaka, overtaking all our towns and most of our public places before our very eyes. Blue Lagoon is back, partly. The crowds are not there yet, and as you'll hear, the rafting and the once popular boat tours are not back yet either. Here, Anthony.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would like to see some boats and some rafting.
Right. Yes. And that used to be what?
That
Make the place nice.
Definitely. That's the most things that the people attract to, the boat and the raft.
Best
All right. I'm going to turn to another young man who is, he's a monument. Tell me what your present work is, sir.
They call me El Paso, Captain El Paso. I'm a monument guard here at the Blue Lagoon.
Right. So what would you like to see now, sir?
Well, the best selling thing is rafting at the Blue Lagoon.
Right.
You can't come to the Blue Lagoon and not raft. When people hear about the Blue Lagoon, rafting to the Monkey Island, rafting in the Blue Lagoon, going into the mineral, the boat takes you along, tell you about the place. No, everybody is coming to swim. They're not hearing the history. They're not knowing anything. They just come to swim. So many people hear about swimming and don't come anymore.
Yeah, we get affected from the recreation, the commercial activities out. The bamboo rafting are the main attraction here at the Blue Lagoon, and since it out, imagine from the 1st of June since the reopening of the Blue Lagoon until this present moment, we have seen millions of dollars, not thousands, millions of dollars just go down. And in a crisis like this now in the country where jobs is so hard and that sort of economic problem here, we think government need to do something about this money that is going by daily, and we can't
Why
really
they say
achieve
they're
it.
not having the rafting?
The rafting, and they're going through a process. They want
Stages.
to get stages. They want to get it legal, and so now get it the source from the Heritage Trust that they have now submit their application form to NEPA.
The National Heritage Trust, which is in charge of it all, needs to push into gear and get some lounge chairs at least on site and decide on the entertainment it will provide. Right now, Blue Lagoon is free of harassment. Perfect. You want to just go sit and spend time with those who mean something to you? Just sit and reflect. Go now. Immerse yourself in solitude and beauty for a while. Go to Blue Lagoon. I must tell you though, that going there from the Port Antonio end, the road is hellish, but the trip will be worth it. From St. Thomas end, don't even think about using those roads. And that's for another time, those roads. But Blue Lagoon is ours. We know some who wanted it to go private. No, I'm not going into the sociology and politics of Blue Lagoon today. Blue Lagoon is free to the public. The bathrooms are well kept. There is great detailed attention to the place that has been restored. The limited staff is courteous. Blue Lagoon is magical. And now, here is Desmond Richards.
Well, I think it is full time for the government to update us on investigations at SSL. SSL, you will recall, is where over 3 billion was fleeced from investors, including the retired Olympian Usain Bolt. They would like to know what is happening now. We know that delicate information must be recovered, but we would like to know where the investigation is now. We know that one person has been charged, but the public has a right to know. We want to be updated. Now, you will observe that those high risk robberies of the Beryllium security firm has continued. Over the last weekend, over last week, there was another hold-up in Mandeville. Yes, I don't know how much money has been stolen. But one thing came out, and that ex-officers employed to the security firm are involved in this robbery. You will recall that during one of the first cases, one officer was taken into custody, and we understand that in the last incident, another officer is involved. But another thing is that what is happening to those security officers? You will recall that the court last year ruled that they are not contract workers and they are entitled to all the benefits of regular workers. Now, to date, the company has been dragging its feet in ensuring that the workers are properly paid. They are going back to court. Last week, they have decided they have acquired the services of an attorney, and they are going back to court. Some of the workers have signed what one union described as an illegal contract, a contract that would deny them all the benefits that the court ruled that they should receive. Now, why the security company is holding out? And the other thing is why is this silence? The silence from the Ministry of Labour. Government employee is one of the largest employer of security officers in the country. Now, shouldn't the government ensure that the company pay the security officers, that the company abide by the rules of the court? Why is the government so silent?
That's Desmond Richards. And now, Winnie Anderson Brown.
There was a time when I would just do what I was told without thinking about it. This is how something is done, and I just go ahead and do it. I'm on the job. We have the tendency just to follow the patterns that we see when we go to work and just not to disturb the status quo. We just continue whatever we saw there. Have you ever done anything where you just felt uncomfortable while doing it? That is how I felt about the ranking of students according to academic performance. I did it while I had to. However, the more I think about it, is the more I realize that it is really not a good thing to rank students according to academic performance. It serves no useful purpose. If we listen to Desiderata, we are encouraged not to compare ourselves with others because there'll always be people who are better than we are and also people worse than we are. And if we put that in the school context, why do we do that to our children? Why do we compare them? Why is it we do not encourage them to look at their strengths and their weaknesses and see how they can improve? There's no need to compare them to others, and the practice of ranking schools is in the same category. It serves no useful purpose. It is time to stop it. It is a lot to ask because so many people are really sold on this. Parents, teachers are really happy about this. But when we think about it, what useful purpose does ranking of students according to academic performance or ranking of schools serve? What useful purpose?
That's Winnie Anderson Brown. That's our podcast this week. It's number 86. Please subscribe and put your comments on our channel, please. On behalf of Desmond Richards and Winnie Anderson Brown, I'm Franklin McKnight. Until next time.